guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Thank you for joining us bright and early on a Saturday morning for the second day of Battle of Bunker Hill, famously known as Bob H. We love our Bob H. I am Pinky Donchadero here with my good friend.
I'm Bruce Willis, and we are just a couple minutes away from Game 3 here of Battle of Bunker Hill Invitational. We are skating in blue is New England Roller Derby Riots, and in white is Mars, and this should be a very interesting game. This is our one of 4 juniors games this weekend, so see the up-and-coming skaters now before they make it big.
Yeah, so Bruce, who do we have skating in blue for the Riptide Riots?
Number 9, Rolling Rainbow. Number 34, Wolverine. Number 50, Goldilocks. Number 5641, Land Shark. Number 7, Toxic Drops. Number 72, Corey. Number 777, Moxie. Number 88, Crazy Banana. Number 911, Wildfire. Number 95, Invisawall. Number 9999, Sugar Crush. Number 18, Dubs. Number 314, Embalmer. Number 33, Hit and Run, and rounding out the order, number 5, Mads.
Thank you. And in white, playing with Mars, we've got number 10, Wolf. Number 107, Frostbite. Number 111, Fireflyer. Number 113, Helen Killers. Number 14, Peaches. Number 17, Ghost in the Graveyard. Number 28, Black Shadow. Number 333, Chaos. Number 50, Tumbleweed. Number 60, Penny Pitcher. Number 626, Cherry Bomb. Number 730, Abysmal. Number 777, Big Cheese. Number 78, Rizzler. Number 81, D-Rex. And number 31, Ghost Skates. So just as a reminder, this is a JRDA game, so that's our Junior Roller Derby. Please note and be very aware that the Junior Roller Derby Code of Conduct is in effect for in-house and on the stream. So keep it kid-friendly. I love you all. I don't want to have to remind you again that these are young skaters. They might have the talent and play like an adult, but you still have to talk to them kindly. And that's the coaches, the refs, treat them with respect as well. If not, I will come in, I will shake my mom finger at you and enforce the code of conduct.
And really, that should just be the rule across the board, regardless if it's juniors or not. But
Correct. Listen, we love roller derby. We're all here because we love this sport on these cool wheelie shoes, but we are all volunteers. We give up our time to be here. We often pay quite a bit of money to be in this sport, so be respectful to those that are volunteering their time. And if you need to revisit the JRDA Code of Conduct, that is on the jrda.org website, and we will gladly provide that to you. I'll actually ask somebody to post it in the Battle of Bunker Hill event so that we have it easily reachable. So I'm happy to see my friends from New England Riptide Riots. Just saw them a few weeks ago in Pittsburgh at Roll into Spring. They had a great showing at that tournament. Mars played last night, and I feel like I announce for these kids a lot because I just announced for Mars in March. So yeah. Oh, and it's our good friend Tugboat. Tugboat. Oh, that's really cool. Yeah. That's so cool. Yeah, Tugboat is going to be a jam ref here and is explaining to us these cool little visual cues that the refs have. So JRDA is actually doing name cues. So when they call the penalty, they will call the team and then the number of the player. So they have a little like kind of. Like I guess in football they wear those the play cards sort of on their sleeves.
Like a armband play card type of thing, but
Yeah.
it has the team names on it, which is a nice little upgrade. I
Yeah,
think.
that's pretty cool. So let you know what the short name that the team has chosen, so that when Tugboat needs to call, it'll be like Riots and number to the penalty box. So I love that the juniors are doing that.
Mere seconds away from the first whistle here of Game 3, Battle of Bunker Hill Invitational.
We love that they invite us here. This is one of my favorite tournaments to do every single year. Feels like it.
It's my third, so.
Okay. No, we've been together every year,
Yeah,
so yeah.
Happy to be back.
Happy to have you. At some point when I retire, I'm handing this over to you.
I haven't said yes yet, so we'll see how today goes.
Listen, I didn't die.
Sure.
I see Coach's Tiny Dancer and Shocker out there. Shocker has some big bling on today. See Roman Justice with his Mars blanket, coaching for the Mars Juniorists. While we're just waiting for this to kick off, might as well shout out our officials. So, we've got today Diva, Wild Goose Chase, Sin, Eben Woe, Sinomen, Succubix, Malicious, Hotkeys, Scarina, and French Thwarter.
We also have Trampling Bias, Heather, Tugboat, Cinder Elbows, Sheriff, Therapistol, Bionic, and Pete in the Pool.
Love it. Love it. Good ref crew today.
Yeah.
I mean, good ref crew all weekend. I mean, the teams are invitational, and so are the refs. All of our volunteers basically ask. They apply to be here, and then they get invited by their various tournament heads. We've got awesome tournament heads here. Our GTO is Starbucks. Our tournament head ref is Mary Chaos. Our tournament head NSO is officially Mel, and I'm your tournament head announcer.
She bragged.
My little, don't forget me.
All right, we have some officials moving around. It looks like we are about ready to get started, so buckle in and get ready for some roller derby action.
Juniors, they're ready and awake for 9 a.m. derby on a Saturday morning. I actually think, if I'm not incorrect, that part of the reason this game is early is because some of the Riots have prom tonight, so.
Oh. It feels early, but sure.
Yeah. And we are off. Mads versus my buddy D-Rex. Mads has that outside line and is your lead jammer for the Riots. D-Rex looks like being called. Nope. Okay, I heard whistles. I knew there was a penalty happening, but it was not on the camera. I believe that is
Yep, with number 72, Corey.
Rematch being tossed to the infield, actually meets up there with Heather, but is able to return to the track. That is a no-earned pass. So out of the pack first, is lead, but did not get all 4 points there. Did pick up 3. Now a quick hop into 4 full points.
Looks like D-Rex called for a directional. So for the penalty, we have our first power jam of the day. Let's see what the Riots can do with this, see what kind of offense the pack can offer. And a nice little push to the inside of turn 3 for another 4 points for the Riots.
D-Rex actually passed that star to Ghost in the Graveyard. D-Rex kind of going back into a blocker position. Oh, but the star pass actually was not officially complete, so D-Rex has to take back out. So D-Rex wasn't sure exactly what to do, was kind of waiting for Ghost in the Graveyard to come back out on the track so that could get the star back and make the pass if so desired.
And the first jam in the books goes the full distance, goes the full 2 minutes. That is a massive jam by the Riots. 26.
Oh,
we're
26
getting.
total.
There's 3 sneaky points there at the end. So that is a giant jam.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I think definitely that that star pass penalty situation, since it was a little confusing, impacted the blocking for Mars.
We have Wolverine wearing the star for the Riots. Ghost Skates jamming for Mars. And Wolverine out first. Coming back around again, now eligible to score.
Ooh, nice hip hit there from Blackshot.
Yeah.
It just puts enough, of a hit on that it threw the Wolverine into a spin and off the track.
Wolverine going outside to inside. Does find the gap now. Free after picking up 4 points.
And we've got M. Bomber heading to the penalty box.
It's like for a multiplayer block.
If I remember correctly, M. Bomber is one of the seniors on the Riots, so they're in their last season juniors.
Nice little apex jump by Wolverine. Add another 4 points to the tally. Loses their skates a little bit, but back up on 8 wheels, coming back out around again.
So it does look like we've had another star pass, and Ghost Skates hands that off to Ghost in the Graveyard, so it's Ghost squared. We just have a different Ghost jamming now.
Ghost on Ghost.
We were just talking about Ghosts this morning as we were driving through Dover, going, I bet how many of these houses are haunted?
The answer is all of them.
All of them,
Yeah.
exactly.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Haunted.
Ooh, nice blocking at the front of the pack here. M. Bomber racing and using Corey as that battering ram. Pushes all of the Mars to the outside as the Wolverine sneaks through on that inside line.
And another monster jam by the Riots, 20 points. Riots 46, Mars still showing 0. Both jams going the full 2 minutes. That's atypical.
Yeah.
But if you're scoring points, you might as well keep it going, and that's what they're choosing to do. So we now have 2 new jammers out. Hit and Run jamming for Riots. Peaches wearing the star for Mars. Hit and Run knocked into the infield, drag back. Oh, and Peaches out first is your lead jammer.
Peaches with the speed.
Both skaters very speedy right now.
Big Peaches, nice sideway maneuver there, trying to separate. Oh, gets that one skate around. I believe that was Wildfire. And that is 4 points for Peaches.
Peaches put Mars on the board. The first point scored for Mars. Coming back around again. Ooh, nice little vision there. Saw the gap. Skated on one skate through that gap. 4 more points for Mars.
Oh, nice work there by Abysmal. Again, just that little bit of leverage and let physics take hold and pull. Hit and run off the track. Now Peaches has all 4 Riot's blockers lined up against them. Peaches, though, gets that sideways maneuver on the inside line and gets 4 more points. We've got 3 scoring passes thus far, Peaches. Peaches is in the lead, but is taking that opportunity to just run this and earn as many points as possible.
Looks like Mars's wall is holding hit and run pretty well, so they're choosing to let the jam go, which they need the points. Oh, announcer's curse. Peaches called for a penalty. Looks like a forearm sent to the penalty box with a power jam for hit and run, and they add 4 to their tally. And that jam also goes a full 2 minutes.
Wow, we've had 3 back-to-back full 2-minute jams. Now, with that jam expiring, it expired with Peaches in the penalty box. So this is going to start out as a power start for the Riots, and fielding the one and only Landshark.
Some nice offense from, looks like that was number 18, Dubs, pushing the Mars blocker out of the way, making this gap for Landshark. Takes care of that quickly and is already back around again, adding 4 points to the tally.
Landshark, seeing Peaches being released from the penalty box, screeches those skates a little bit to kind of position in front of Peaches. Peaches, though, right on the heels, following through, but is caught and stopped at the top of the track by Dubs. Oh, but Dubs being called, I think it's on a high block. So this is back. Beautiful evade there by Landshark from Helen Killer. Points on the board for the Riots. Mars not able to pick up any points in that jam. So 66-12. We've got 2 New England skaters in the penalty box, both the pivot and a blocker. Mads going up against the Rizzler. I think the Rizzler is one of my favorite names this weekend. Oh, the Rizzler working some magic out there.
But Mads tiptoeing down the outside line of the front straight. Is the jammer now. Coming back around again now, eligible to pick up some points. But the Rizzler out of the pack. Don't count the Rizzler out.
Okay, I love tugboats. It's very cheerleader-esque. It's high up and it's straight out when you're letting you know you're not lead.
There is an art to being a skating official.
Yes.
That is for sure.
Oh no, Mads suffered a penalty there. It looks like it was a cut track at the end of that jam. So Chaos is going to be on a power start for Mars. Chaos, Chaos, nice maneuvering on that outside, runs up, but gets met at the front of the pack by M-Bomber. Penalties being called. It looks like Wildfire heading to the box. Another New England blocker also going to the box. I think that's Moxie.
Chaos keeping their feet makes it out of the pack as the lead jammer now. Takes control of the clock.
Oh, geez, this penalty box is filling up big time.
We're going to run out of chairs, Pinky. Mads is released and through. Now eligible to score, coming back around again. Jam called off. I'm not sure if that was called off or
the time expired.
time
I wasn't looking at the scoreboard because I was looking at the penalty box.
Yeah.
So again, this is, I explained this yesterday. If you're new to Derby, which a lot of times junior parents are, there can only be 2 blockers sitting in the penalty box at a time. If a third blocker receives a penalty, they have to return to the track until one of the existing skaters in the box is in their final 10 seconds and is standing. Once they're standing, that third blocker can then go to the penalty box to serve their penalty. So that's the situation that we're in. And Bomber was called on that penalty, got to the penalty box, wasn't exactly sure what to do, was starting to head back to the track, but Wildfire was standing for the last 10 seconds, so M Bomber slid on down and sat to start serving their penalty.
We are in an official timeout. I think they're trying to make sense of what happened on that last jam. But if you are watching this and you're hearing my voice and you're in the Dover area, head on down to the Dover Ice Arena. Come watch some Derby live. We'll be here all day today. Last game starts at 7 p.m. and we will be back again tomorrow as well. So if you can hear my voice and you're interested in watching some live Derby, come on down to the Dover Ice Arena.
Heck yeah, and if you are here in the building and or you want to come on out because you've heard our lovely voices and you want to see this all in person, we have an awesome silent auction going on. Oh, hey, wait, D-Rex. Dun 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 and Macarena. Yay! Where's your light up skates this time, bud? This floor is not good for those wheels. He also has really awesome wheels that light as he starts moving. They're pretty cool. But we have a really awesome silent auction. We will talk about this going all weekend long. It ends Sunday at 8 a.m. Be sure to go back into our little vendor village and look at all the awesome options you have.
So we have Wolverine jamming for the Riots and D-Rex wearing the star for Mars. And one to beat for D-Rex. D-Rex out first is your lead jammer. Wolverine also released. And we now have some jammer-on-jammer violence right there.
That was a big hit from Wolverine on D-Rex. I don't know. It's a little chilly in this building, but the action on this track is hot, and that was the corniest joke I think I've made in a very long time.
I liked it. I'll allow it.
Thank you. Hi, between me, you, and Dis, there's going to be lots of corny jokes this week.
Yeah. They just started.
Yeah, they just started. D-Rex called that jam off. Each team able to secure 4 points. Riots in the lead still, 71 to Mars 23. Mom, if you're just tuning in, Riots wearing blue, Mars wearing white.
Mads jamming for the Riots. Ghost skates wearing the star for Mars. Mads out first is lead. And for the first time in what feels like a long time, the penalty box is empty.
Nope.
And not anymore.
Nope. Black Shadow going to the penalty box. Oh no, and that's number 107. No, is it?
Frostbite.
Frostbite just returned to the track from a penalty. Now back on in the box again. So.
Number 72, Corey, called for a forearm for the Riots, sent to the penalty box. And all the while, Mads going round and round, adding points.
star pass happened and a cut track being called on Ghost in the Graveyard. Ooh, nice little apex hop there by Mads.
Give some credit to those blockers, keeping Mars pinned to the inside of the track, allowing that apex jump to happen. So good offense from the Riot's blockers there.
Mads barreling through that pack, took out Frostbite to advance and get those additional points.
Little bob and weave around the inside of turn 2. Another 4 points for the Riots.
Mads taking a quick look to the bench going, okay, is it time or am I going to keep going? Going to keep going. We've lost Corey to the penalty box, so New England's pivot sitting for 30 seconds. But the jam is called off. 2 blockers in the box, though, for New England. Looks like we're going to get a timeout request from Mars. So I think that now might be our highest scoring jam. 26 points for the Riots. Mads outdoing themselves. Oh, the beverages have arrived. Thank you to Blitzkrieg for doing a coffee run, a kofefe, and my tea because, you know, I have to have my announcer special tea to make my voice last for days upon days. So yeah, so this silent auction, there's some pretty cool things here. I was looking at them. One of the first things that's on here is $100 gift card to Mushrooms for Good in North Spore, Portland, Maine. We're making a world of mushrooms accessible to all, fostering collaboration and innovation to improve tomorrow. North Spore was launched in 2014 by a mycologist, an organic farmer, and a photojournalist. 3 college friends brought together through their shared love of the mycological world. Wow, big words. What began as a simple love for mushrooms, mushroom foraging and cultivation quickly developed into an obsession with all things fungi. From there, an urban mushroom farm was born and was the desire to spread the spore to the masses. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and North Spore, I've used them. I've bought their grow kits, and they're a fantastic little business in Portland. If you're interested in growing your own mushrooms, please check them out. They do a good job and quality products. And
$100 gift card, that's going to get you a lot of mushrooms, right?
Yeah. You want lion's mane mushrooms? They got them.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
So, and it's kind of ironic. I feel like, you know, I was in Salem, Oregon last year for MRDA Champs, and they're also a big mushroom town. There was apparently a little bit of fogginess on one of the cameras, and afterwards, the Riot realized there was a lion's mane mushroom growing in his camera. He was like, sorry, friends, if it was foggy, that was a mushroom.
Wow.
Oh, and look at that, no fogginess there, outside line. Skirted by Peaches and Screen. Peaches is your lead jammer. Oh, yeah, that's definitely some contact there. Cut track, though, being called. Ooh, we've got a double jammer penalty here happening. It looks like penalties called on both jammers. So Peaches and Scream released from the penalty box just as Landshark sat. Landshark only has to serve the same amount of time, but is also standing and will return to the track. Can you see on our fancy board what those penalties were, Bruce?
Looks like Peaches was called for insubordination. Must have not left the track. I think there might have been a double penalty there. Usually you get called for a penalty and then another one if you don't leave quickly enough. So I'm not sure 100%. And then Landshark. Unknown.
Illegal contact.
There you go.
So I think during the apex jump there was contact made that was of the illegal variety. So both jammers back out on the track. Again, we're going to have another 2-minute jam. I have to say, nobody in roller derby likes to skate a full 2-minute jam, and there have been multiple 2-minute jams.
I feel like most of them have gone the full 2 minutes.
Yeah, and we're only in jam 9.
Wild. So, Riot's 113 after that last jam. Mars 35, just under 13 and a half minutes left to play in the first half of game 3.
Oh, Macarena. Dun 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 dun. Just as I start, he stops doing the Macarena. If anyone's curious, this started at Jamrock's Jinx. D-Rex was out there in his party skates and doing the Macarena, and I indulged. Became our thing.
Hit and run jamming for the Riots, D-Rex jamming for Mars. Both jammers working the pack, trying to find some space and angle, and looks like Hit and Run finds that gap first. Nice little spin out of the pack. Hit and Run is the lead jammer.
Oh no, penalty being called on Hit and Run. I believe I saw a back block. We also see Abysmal going to the penalty box wearing the pivot cap for Mars. So D-Rex out on a power jam, but I'm not sure if D-Rex has completed the initial though.
I don't believe.
Beautiful blocking by Ghost in the graveyard.
Okay, D-Rex finally finding some space around the inside of turn 4. Makes it through their initial pass. Now eligible to score, coming back around again. They'll get one shot at this before the jammers are even. Now the jammers are even. Hit and Run back out on the track. And tiptoeing around the inside of turn 4. Hit and Run adding 4 points to the Riots.
Nice apex hop there as Hit and Run comes back out on the track. D-Rex looking for Ghost in the graveyard, but 911 Wildfire sees that coming and slides on in and caps off D-Rex.
And that is another jam. It goes the full 2 minutes. So only 11 minutes left to play in the first half, and we've had 10 jams. So.
And that's really why we've only had 10 jams, because they've all been 2 minutes. Now, that should also lead to an interesting second half, because when you're playing full 2-minute jams, you know, that's really, you know, working on your endurance there. Oh, and the Wolverine. Nice little slide out from under the Mars blocker there. Gets lead.
Wolverine very agile on those wheels, able to cut in and out, finding space around the inside of turn 1 that last go around, adding 4 points, and unabated another 4 points for the Riots. 8 points total on that last go round.
Now, the timing was perfect for Mars, because both of their blockers were released from the penalty box just as that jam was called off. There was a little concern for Mars that, you know, they were going to have 2 blockers froze in the box, but time was on their side. M-Bomber jamming for the first time.
Yep. And finding a gap around the front straight on the inside line, and Bomber is the lead jammer. Peaches also making their first pass, coming back around again as well.
Doug heading to the penalty box. M-Bomber with just 1 foot ahead there gets declared lead jammer. Peaches, though, right behind. So we've got even Stevens.
M-Bomber making an easy pass on that last round. And jam called off by the Riots.
Yeah, I heard Coach Shocker there in turn 3 making sure to say, call it, call it, call it, call it.
Just over 8 minutes left in the first half. Riots 144, Mars 51.
Got to turn up that volume on Bruise's smooth radio voice.
Oh, shucks. D-Rex jamming for Mars, hit and run wearing the star for the Riots.
Ghost Skates released from the penalty box back out on the track. Creates a nice screen there for D-Rex. D-Rex running to the front, has to get around one more blocker and does, and is your lead jammer. Hey, Macarena. Oh, and this is now a power jam hit and run being sent to the penalty box.
Call for a high block, looks like. So let's see what kind of offense the Mars blockers give D-Rex here. They're waiting for him to catch up. Riots blockers are really good at cycling back around. They might get caught up at first, but they find a way back around the pack.
Oh,
and
Ghost in the graveyard.
Riots able to kill that penalty without any damage.
Oh no. So it looks like poor D-Rex being called on a cut track, and I believe the outside pack ref there, Pistol, said there was an equipment violation as well. So this is going to be a full minute for D-Rex. Hit and run out there on the track, has 1 minute to do some more damage. And again, we are in a 2-minute jam, but we are close to the expiration of the jam clock. But hit and run also being sent to the penalty box. That frees D-Rex. Oh no, I'm sorry. It does not free D-Rex because D-Rex was on a double penalty. So hit and run gets freed, and this will start as a power start for Landshark and the Riots. So I believe that equipment violation was a mouth guard violation. So when you're on the track, and even if you kind of like, you know, kind of have that stim where you pop it out for a second with like your tongue, that is considered an equipment violation, and you're gonna unfortunately sit in the penalty box for it. So. So we are back to the action. Landshark in a power start. D-Rex released from the penalty box. Landshark has to get through this wall. And perfect blocking there by Mars. Completely shuts down Landshark as D-Rex slides through the middle and picks up lead.
Landshark now released from the pack, now eligible to score. Jam called off by D-Rex. D-Rex picking up 2. Landshark picking up 3. Riots 153, Mars 61. 4.5 minutes left to play the first half.
Yeah, that game of telephone didn't happen quick enough for D-Rex. The bench was signaling to call it. D-Rex didn't quite hear it. It came, through the pack, called it, but it was not in time to prevent the Riots from grabbing those 3 points.
Nice little skip around the outside of the front straight for Mads. Mads is the lead jammer. Riots in charge for the next 2 minutes.
And first time jamming today, it's Big Cheese.
Riots choosing to call off the jams. A quick 4 points for them. Number 314 for the Riots. And Bomber called for a directional penalty. Will start the next jam in the penalty box.
Bruce, can I ask you to angle that a little bit so we both can see it? Thank you. Perfect. Our technology here at the announcer table, very much appreciated. So Wolverine taken off the track, drawn all the way back into turn 4 by Frostbite.
Wolverine makes it out first, is the lead jammer for the time being. 1 to beat for Wolverine. Wolverine adding 4. Rizzler still stuck behind the pack, has yet to make their initial pass. Ooh. Did she keep it in? She did not keep it in. 1 to beat again. Number 5, Mads, called for a forearm, sent to the penalty box.
There were definitely a lot of belly slides going on over there.
Yeah.
Looks like we're going to have an injury timeout protocol. So if you'll see, this is a newer signal for the refs. It's basically the sign language signal for injury. So.
Wolverine is up on 8 wheels. This is what you want to see.
Absolutely. But we also want to be very cautious, when it comes to potential injury for all athletes, especially these young junior skaters. They're growing. We want to make sure that we haven't damaged any of those growth plates. Their brains are extra special. And we are seeing Wolverine head back to the penalty, or the bench. And we'll wait to see how they call this, because then there's once you have a call for injury, the injury protocol is either is it continuation or move to the next jam.
Looks like they're moving on.
Yep.
It looks like number 911 Wildfire jamming for the first time.
Got a little excited. We hadn't actually started yet.
The juniors are eager.
They are. They're like, hey, man, we've already been doing 2-minute jams all morning long. Let's go.
So, yep, number 911 Wildfire wearing the star for the Riots. Big Cheese back out for Mars. Big Cheese out first.
Being called on a cut track.
The power jam for Riots. Wildfire has an opportunity to score some points here. Looking for some offense from his blocking team.
Oh no, Wildfire being called on a cut track. So this is a jammer swap. Soon as Wildfire sat, that freed Big Cheese. Now Wildfire will only have to serve the same amount of time as Big Cheese. And we're going to go into another 2-minute jam.
Yeah. At this point, I'm not surprised.
No.
But it's not Not typical.
Oh, inside line, wide open for Wildfire. Just steps around, dips down out of the pack, and picks up the initial pass. Initial pass earned. Now we do have a star pass from Big Cheese to Peaches. Big Cheese rolling right into that blocking. And oh no, but getting caught on a multiplayer block, heading right back to the penalty box though. After being a solid brick of cheese that Wildfire just ran right into. I mean, if I'm gonna run into a wall, I would love it to be a wall of cheese.
One to beat for Peaches. Peaches through the pack once again. Another 4 points for Mars. Wildfire eligible to score as well. 4 points under their belt so far. And another 4 for both of our jammers. And time expires on that jam. 8 points for the Riots on that last trip. 12 for Mars. And the time will expire. And that is our first half of Game 3 of the Battle of Bunker Hill Invitational. We'll be back in about 15 minutes.
Yeah, nice first half. Interesting course of events in this first game. And Wrecking Bill and Cooper just arrived in the building. So we're going to take this time. Well, there's a timeout first before we go into intermission. And I'm sure that we will be getting some puppy dog love during this 15-minute intermission. If you are in the building, be sure to head back to our vendor village. Check out the silent auction. We've got definitely got some merch going on out there. are back in action here for our second half. I just want to call out in our penalty box, one of our penalty box timers here, Scarina. Scarina is a junior official, and here today with us is actually missing their junior prom. If you can see, we have given Scarina a sash and is now officially on the Derby prom court. So thank you, being the first member of the Derby prom court, Scarina. Awesome junior official.
Is that the first ever Derby prom king? The first one?
I think so.
Are we making Derby history?
I think
right
we
now?
are making Derby history.
Yeah.
I mean, because like I said, I know some of the New England skaters are going to be leaving for their prom today. Scarina missing their prom, so we're going to have a little. I know that there's discussion amongst the officiating crews of going and attending a prom dinner with Scarina. As long as there's like at least the electric slide and the Macarena done, I'll feel prom-ish.
I'm not sure they still do that at proms these days, Pinky, but we can hope. We can hope.
You know, that's when you bring the old people, and the old people. Well, D-Rex is bringing the Macarena to the prom.
And we are back with the second half of Game 3 of Battle of Bunker Hill. Jamming for the Riots is Landshark, and your Mars Jammer is Chaos. I believe jamming for the first time this morning.
Oh no, Landshark being sent to the penalty box on a track.
Yep.
And it looks like you just mentioned D-Rex got the star pass there, so we're starting out the second half the same way we started out the first half. 2-minute jam.
2-minute jam. So D-Rex now has the cover on their helmet. And D-Rex through the pack, now eligible to score. Landshark also through now, eligible to score. So both jammers in scoring position.
Abysmal sent to the penalty box. So Mars down a blocker. Oh, inside line open. Looks like Rolling Rainbow gave a little bit of offense there to contain Mars to the outside, which allowed Landshark to pick up those 4 points. Again, inside line cleared for Landshark. Third scoring pass, 12 points thus far. Landshark now finally hitting that cheesy wall there. Stuck behind the cheesy goodness. Hopefully no one has a dairy intolerance out there.
I wish we were keeping track of our full 2-minute jams, because that, I don't know, is at least the sixth one, if not more.
Well, we do have our producer back. Blitzkrieg has rejoined after going on a very necessary coffee run for me. Casco apparently didn't get my rider as the THA. I require having one caffeinated beverage and my tea. But Mads gets the memo to get out of the pack and get lead jammer for the New England Riots.
Inside to outside for Mads, finding a gap around the outside of turn 2. 4 points for the Riots. And number 50 Tumbleweed jamming for Mars, sent to the penalty box. I'm sorry, Goldie Block?
Actually, number 50 is Black Shadow.
Okay.
The numbers are wrong here. Number 49 is Tumbleweed.
It's a power jam for the Riots. Mads making their way through the Mars pack. Another 4 points for the Riots.
Initial pass.
Black Shadow back out on track now. The Riots choosing to keep it running.
Well, they have, whoa, Black Shadow. Big hop there. It does look like landed inbounds before the call off though.
Yeah, it was worth the effort. 4 points
Yeah.
for Black Shadow. 15-point jam for the Riots. Riots 205, Mars 81. Just under 26 minutes left to play in this third game of the Battle of Bunker Hill Invitational. Sugar Crush wearing the star for the first time this morning for the Riots. Fire Flyer jamming for Mars.
Oh no, Penny Pincher suffering a penalty. Oh no, actually no, being told come back onto the track.
And Sugar Crush out first is the lead jammer, giving the signal to keep it running. And a quick pass, quick 4 points for Sugar Crush.
And this is going to be a power jam. Fire Flyer being sent to the penalty box. An illegal contact. Mars setting up this tripod, but oh, nice swarm there. Just kind of the washing machine cycled around and trapped that tripod for Sugar Crush to get around and pick up those 4 points. We're on a third scoring pass coming into the fourth one for Mars. Now the elevator doors shut there. Penny Pincher and Cherry Bomb. Ooh, Toxus drops with a follow hit by Wildfire, takes Fire Flyer off the track, has to recycle then back into turn 3.
Some good offense there from number 7, Toxic drops, finding, giving Sugar Crush the space to make it through. Again, adding another 4 points for the Riots. The Riots are very good at their offense when they have the ability to play, when they have that extra man, or if it's a power jam. Their ability to create space for the jammers is notable, and the score reflects that.
So right there at the end of this jam, penalties being signaled. Therapist throwing the X in the air to indicate that that was cut track from Fire Flyer. Number 95, Invisawal, also suffering a penalty. So the Riots down one blocker, but we are going to get an official timeout. While we're in that timeout, let me tell you about another one of our silent auction items. Seen a lot of people with some goodies from Orbs and Ottomans from New Gloucester, Maine. There's a metal art object that is up for auction. It's upcycled welded metal garden art, one-of-a-kind rustic pieces, fit into any garden or can be used in houseplants too, made by our very own Zippy Doodle here in Maine. Pretty exciting.
Also, if you're into this, there's 5 tickets to the Glow Silent Disco in Kittery, Maine. Immerse yourself in electrifying atmosphere at Glow Silent Disco. Discover a unique entertainment experience like never before. Our family-friendly venue at the Kittery Premium Outlets offers New Hampshire's first silent disco. Dance to your favorite tunes with wireless headphones, enjoy dazzling light shows, and create unforgettable memories with your loved ones.
I kind of want to do that. That sounds like a lot of fun.
I feel like that's what I do in my car
Exactly.
every morning.
Ooh, beautiful offense there by Dubs. Clears, contains to the outside, opens up that inside for hit and run, and your lead jammer is hit and run from New England Riots. But Dubs, suffers a penalty, goes to the penalty box. Legal procedure, equipment violation from hit and run, gets sent to the penalty box.
Another mouth guard
Yeah.
situation. Officials are being very strict when it comes to safety, and rightly so. They will call that every time.
Absolutely. Always keep your mouth guarded, even when you're sitting in the penalty box. Oh no, cut track again against Fire Flyer. Fire Flyer taking the hat off, either trying to do some strategy or pass it off, but gets called on that cut track.
Hit and run through the pack. 4 points for the Riots. This will also go the full 2 minutes now. Another 4 points for hit and run.
Peaches and Scream heading to the penalty box, so Fire Flyer's strategy of getting back out on the track and handing off that hat is temporarily squashed while Peaches and Scream serves that 30 seconds. But we are close to the expiration of this 2-minute jam.
And that was the 4th jam of the second half, and we have played 9 minutes of derby.
Yeah.
So that is not typical, and it also shows the endurance of these young skaters to be able to do this many 2-minute jams in a row. Is very tiring.
Yeah.
And they're here for it.
I'm gonna make that note to our producer Blitzkrieg on your little sheet, mark when it's a full 2-minute jam, so that we have tracking of that, because there have been a lot of them in this game.
Wolverine jamming for Riots is the only jammer out on the track right now. Is a power start for the Riots. Fire Flyer starting in the penalty box. Wolverine claims lead. Riots in control.
Oh man, he's pulled out highlighters. He's getting fancy in this here joint. I've created a producer nightmare. No, it's a great producer. I love it.
And outside to inside, Wolverine finding space. 4 points for the Riots.
Initial pass, initial pass.
Ooh, inside line again. Just clear lanes for takeoff, and that's another 4 points for the Wolverine.
Just under 20 minutes left to play. Riots 246, Mars 81.
Now, definitely we've got a pretty significant score differential, but it's actually been a pretty intense game. There's been a lot of great action on both sides.
The Rizzler jamming for Mars, and Bomber wearing the star for Riots, and Bomber out first. And Bomber is the lead jammer. Riots maintain control of the track. Bomber finding space on the inside of turn 2 rather. 4 points for Riots. Rizzler released. Rizzler now eligible to score, coming back around again. Let's see what the Riots choose to do. They're going to keep it going. Rizzler knocked out into the infield.
Oh, the Rizzler being caught on a penalty, realizes it right away, and just puts up his hands and says, okay, okay.
So this could be another potential 2-minute jam here. We're 1 minute in, and it's a power jam. And Bomber given the signal by Coach Shocker to keep it running.
Going. Yep. It's a power jam. Keep it running.
Bomber knocked into the infield, drawn back by the Mars blocker. And,
Oh, Helen Keller.
lucky that wasn't a penalty. It could have been a low block. Rizzler back out.
Rizzler.
Rizzler taking the outside line.
Now, I
picks
know
up 4 points.
we often talk about like the size differential there. That's when a smaller skater used absolutely the nuance and finesse of being smaller to just get under toxic drops.
And that was a 2-minute jam.
Yeah, 2-minute jam when really Embalmer was lead and could call it off, but
Yeah,
opted to run it. Now, if I was the coach, if this was, my adult team, I would have froze that jammer in the penalty box. I would have had my jammer call it off and then start another jam where we could rack up points also. But seeing Mads back out with the star, Mads has been primarily blocking but jamming here and there. Gets out there, shows what Mads is made of, takes that inside line, and is your lead jammer.
And D-Rex with a little hop, skip, and a jump through the pack. Makes their initial pass now eligible to score. Mads through for 4. Penalty box empty. Rare occasion.
Yeah. Shh, 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 shh. No. We speak none of that.
And Mads through again, another 4 points for the Riots.
The penalty box, it's full. No one can sit in it. That's all the New England ghosts.
Oh, nice juke by Mads. Another 4 points for the Riots. D-Rex still working hard, trying to get through the defense. The New England defense looks like we got a penalty call here. Number 50.
Goldie Blocks.
Goldie Blocks sent to the penalty box for a low block.
Goldie Blocks hanging out with one of those Revolutionary War ghosts sitting there. I mean, this is the Battle of Bunker Hill,
That's
right?
True. That is true.
We've got some soldier ghosts. Maybe a Red Cross nurse. Ooh. So that was Cherry Bomb being called on that penalty.
D-Rex finally through, scoring 4 for Mars. Nice tenacity. Did not give up there. Able to add to the tally for Mars. Kudos to D-Rex. We are just under 15 minutes left to play. Riots 286, Mars 89. Chaos jamming for Mars. Hit and run wearing the star for the Riots.
Little slow off the start whistle there.
Yeah, a little hesitation.
Helen Killer being called on a cut track.
And hit and run out first is the lead jammer.
Penalty box stacking up now. We've got Abysmal.
Hit and run trying to force their way through, gets pushed back. And looks like the hit and run called for illegal contact sent to the penalty box. So we have a power jam. We did have a power jam for a brief second.
We did, but now we're back into a power jam. There was Star Pass to Peaches and Scream, but as the Star Pass was completed, a cut track was called on Peaches and Scream, which released Hit and Run, and now Hit and Run is also being released.
We're all even, but this will go the full 2 minutes now. Nice move by Peaches and Scream. Another adding 4 points for Mars. No, that was their initial pass. I'm sorry.
Oh no, Hit and Run back to the penalty box. I think these multiple 2-minute jams are starting to catch up with our skaters. offense there,
Yeah.
or defense, I'm sorry, by Corey, just spinning around there, catching Helen Killer and Cherry Bomb. Yep, Cherry Bomb. I was gonna say Sugar Bomb because there's Sugar Crush. I've got all the bombs and the sugars and the candies all confused.
So D-Rex is going to have a power start here. Hit and run will start in the box. So D-Rex is going to want some offense from the Mars wall. Tiptoeing up the inside line, knocked into the infield.
Oh, but nice offense there by Ghost in the Graveyard,
Yes.
who actually took out number 777 Moxie, which allowed D-Rex to step onto the track quicker.
Yeah, real heads-up play there.
Yeah.
Oh, but hit and run out of the box like a bullet, finding space around the outside of turn one, takes lead Jammer.
I don't know why, Bruce, but I feel very NPR this morning. Here at the delicious dish.
D-Rex called for a track cut to the penalty box. We have a power jam in favor of the Riots. Riots control this track. Number 81 called for a forearm penalty for Mars, sent to the penalty box.
And as we said, these penalties definitely racking up. We had a pretty decent first half, but the second half has been, a revolving door over there. I mean, you would think, I know he's behind us, but you would think Cooper was over in the penalty box and,
Right.
and all the kids were going over to get some, puppy love. But, oh no, hit and run.
And run
Headed
called
to
for
the
a
box
track
again.
cut. So this game will also go the full 2 minutes.
I'm tired watching this game.
I know.
Like, physically, it's already taken. I can't imagine. We are just literally in the first game of the day. Game 3. We've got 2 full days ahead of us.
We've had 9 jams in 20 minutes.
Yeah,
That is wild.
yeah.
It just, again, shows the endurance, but you are seeing a lot of skaters making poor choices being sent to the penalty box.
Yep.
So it is catching up with them.
So, unfortunately, we are going to be losing some skaters to penalty boxes. So we're going to have a jammer swap here. Hit and run is going to be swapped out for the Wolverine.
Timeout here.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
Tell me about that one.
Sure. So we have a season pass for 2 season passes to Smiling Hill Farm Barnyard in Westbrook, Maine as part of our silent auction. So if you're here on site, you have until tomorrow at 9 a.m. to get your bids in to see if you can win. So 2 season passes to Smiling Hill Farm Barnyard in Westbrook, Maine. They seek to remain an agricultural oasis amid the sprawl of Greater Portland, preserving an agricultural way of life for the next generation to experience and enjoy. The barnyard is home to over 175 farm animals. We have many standard farm animals such as donkeys, pigs, and geese. They also have a number of less common farm animals like emus, deer, and alpacas. Visit the petting zoo with mom and baby sheep and friendly goats. The petting area allows access to behind-the-fence visitation.
Do we know? Do they have any Highland cows? We're gonna have to ask.
We don't know that.
Because I want to pet a Highland coop.
We can find out. We
Yep.
have the technology.
And after that timeout, we are back to the action with Peaches and Scream as your solo jammer on the track. Riot's racing to the front of the pack, trying to trap Peaches and also take some time down off of that clock to get Wolverine released. Wolverine released from the penalty box and back on the track just as Peaches and Scream picks up that lead jammer status. Peaches and Scream in scoring position while Wolverine completing the first initial pass earned.
And we have the rare non-2-minute jam. Peaches and Scream calling it off after picking up a quick 4 points. Riot's 299, Mars 97. Just under 9 minutes left to play in the first half. Ghost in the Graveyard, starting with the star for Mars. Goldie Blocks jamming for the Riots. And Goldie Blocks finding space early, out like a cannon. Goldie Blocks is the lead jammer.
This is the first time we've seen Goldie Blocks jamming for Mars, or for Riots, right?
I believe so. And we've seen Ghost in the Graveyard mostly through star passes. I believe this is the first time starting with the star. Oh, and very powerful, forcing their way through Ghost in the Graveyard, making the initial pass. Just driving their feet and pushing that blocker back. They're forced to release.
Yeah, lots of whistles happening. Skaters going to the penalty box. This pack is pretty stretched out. Riot's doing a good job of bridging, keeping it all in play. But just my personal eyes on the assessment is these multiple 2-minute jams are really, really taking a toll here towards the end of this bout. But look at that, Mars filling that first bucket. 5 points in that jam, 102. 12 points for the Riots at 311. And we saw in not this past jam, the jam before that was the first lead for Mars in this half. So they're still fighting tooth and nail to get these points.
And Penny Pitcher sent to the penalty box for an illegal position penalty. That's their first penalty of the morning. Landshark jamming for Riots out first. Takes lead jammer status. Chaos for Mars through the pack, now eligible to score.
Rolling Rainbow going to the penalty box. I feel like this might be Rainbow. It's literally Rainbow's first penalty of this game.
It was Penny's first penalty of the game too. That's no small feat given how many penalties have been called.
Yeah, for
in
sure.
the last, what is that? 50 minutes.
Yeah, yeah. And both of these skaters have been on the track quite a bit, so they're definitely the shining gems.
Yeah, we do have a few skaters that have no penalties, but it is.
We're not going to talk about that.
I'm not going to say them at all.
No cursing. Wolverine out with lead. From my eye here at the announcer table, I feel like with the current track, it's so easy for these skaters to go up that outside line because you can't exactly tell. So I feel like not everyone's moving to the outside line to cover it fully. This is normally an ice arena, and they pull up the ice, so the floor is kind of all patchy and easy to not be able to see where your lines are.
Rizzler called for a track cut sent to the penalty box. Wolverine has a power jam. Riots maintain control of the track.
Oh, nice step around.
Yeah, outside to inside for Wolverine.
Cherry Bomb, I believe, is called on a cut track, so headed to the penalty box, sitting next to D-Rex. Oh, and the Rizzler also going to the penalty box, so this is a power jam for the Wolverine. 2 Mars blockers on the track, and all 4 Riot's blockers on the track just swarmed around encapsulating the Mars blockers, which just frees Wolverine to go out here on a Saturday morning stroll. 32 points. I do believe this is our highest scoring jam so far of this game, and Wolverine is lead and just runs that to the expiration of the clock. 36 points.
That's
36 points.
That is the most I think I've seen in my time as an announcer. I think 36 points is the biggest jam I've ever seen. That was very impressive.
It was very impressive. Now, I will say I've only seen one higher. No Gus, no glory. As a junior skater, scored a 40-point jam. Gus is here now as an adult skater with the Philly Hooligans. So Wolverine knocking on that door to, for me at least, for Gus's record of 40. So it's like we're getting a team timeout from Mars. Again, if you're here in the building, make sure you go to our vendor village, get yourself some merch, put those bids in for the silent auction. There's lots of cool stuff there, and just even cool stuff for sale as well.
Big Cheese jamming for Mars. Sugar Crush wearing the star for the Riots. Sugar Crush knocked out of bounds, drawn way back by Ghost in the Graveyard. And that gives Big Cheese the space up front, and Big Cheese is the lead jammer.
Oh, Cherry Bomb heading to the penalty box. Star pass. Sugar Crush handing that over to Mads. Big Cheese now also was lead and passed the star.
So that means that this jam
It's going to be a 2 minute.
is going to be a 2-minute jam. Oh, nice move by Peaches around the outside of the back straight. Adding 4, both jammers through on that last round, 4 each. Mars has crossed the century mark. Mars now has 110 points. Nice little hop for Mads on the inside of turn 3 for 4 points.
Ooh, little sideways maneuvering there by Peaches, trying to skirt around New England. These jammers, pretty tight race here, matching each other point for point. Both 16 points on the board thus far, and that is the expiration of this jam. We will likely have one more jam as we line up for jam 14. 16-16, even, dead even between Mads and Peaches. Riots in the lead, 367, 118 for Mars.
And looks like we have a number 107 Wolf jamming for Mars. First time this morning. And Balmer.
I think 107 is Frostbite.
Maybe. And Balmer out first, and Balmer is the lead jammer for the Riots.
New England just stepping in front of Wolf. Okay, an attempt at a star pass. Frostbite took that off and tossed it to the pivot. You cannot do that. You actually have to hand the hat over. So the hat had to be given back to Frostbite to then actually make a illegal pass. getting those points, calling it off, and it looks like Tiny Dancer was trying to call a timeout there. At the end, has been granted that timeout, so we are potentially getting a new one more jam in here. So. Yep, I agree.
And also, that's impressive.
Dun 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 dun. Hey Macarena.
Hey!
Dun 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 dun. Hey Macarena.
Yep. Sure. Yep.
So yeah, I think this is probably, at least for me, the record of how many 2-minute jams I've seen in post-COVID Derby.
Yeah. Did they call it? Did they?
They're doing a timeout, which then looks like we're also getting an official review.
Okay.
I don't know. I see Heather down on one knee. I feel like Heather's proposing to Tiny Dancer. So the referees are going to go into their dazzle. Yeah. I don't think they're a sponsor this year, but Skate Free or Die. Amazing jerseys. I see Sin out there in their Pride officials NSO jersey, and it's pretty amazing.
We are getting chance for one more jam. I agree.
I agree.
One more.
One more 2-minute jam.
Yeah. One more 2-minute jam.
Oh, I see Austin starting to come in and the jorts. I don't know, Sharknado. I think Sharknado needs to recruit Frostbite because Frostbite's in the jorts there too. So I see the chats. I feel like Sharknado is over there trying to recruit. Like, hey, you wear jorts, I wear jorts. Come to Austin. So our next game is going to be an MRDA sanctioned game against Austin Anarchy and the Casco Bay Not So Jolly Rogers. Oh, well, I forgot to say happy Catterday for all that celebrate. I just opened my Instagram For You page and it's nothing but orange cats. The algorithm knows me so well. Okay, so that official review was actually about the timeout. Tiny Dancer was trying to call a timeout to get one more jam in, basically. Called an official review to see if the timeout could happen. but the clock had ended, so there was no ample time to actually call that timeout. The timeout was not granted. We have gone to official score. Riots take the win, 379 to Mars, 118. Nice fight by these young skaters. Basically, 2-minute jams for 60 full minutes. I think they all deserve a nap before they have to play again and or go to their prom.
Yeah, I think if there were 30 jams that entire game, I would be surprised. That was very impressive from all the skaters, just their endurance. So
Yes.
Kudos to them.
Let's hear it for Mars. Give them a big high five. Doing all the work there. Now, again, Mars came to this tournament with a short roster, borrowed some friends to complete out the roster, and they just came barnstorming here to Dover to do their darndest, and they have. So we are going to have these skaters head on over to the far end of the track to the scoreboard to get photos, and we will issue some MVPs. So we'll see you over there in a minute. Bye.
Goodbye.